Yeah, hello YouTube. This is my review of the CREALITY CR 10S Pro. Yeah, why you should not buy a CR 10S Pro. Yeah, as you can see, I just torn the build plate off because I was having some issues with that printer. But let me first say something right away. I could have sent it back, but I decided to do against it because I already printed few items on this printer, and as you can see, they turned out pretty nice. So, but the big issue I had was that the bed is really crooked, and I first thought it's the build plate which is that crooked, and so I took it off, took it to the company, and yeah, I just measured it if it is even, and I thought it's that aluminium plate here, so, but it was pretty straight, so it was 0.005 of a millimeter. That's 500ths of a millimeter, so which is pretty straight. So yeah, I give you guys just a little insight who I am. I am a machinist. We're doing some tooling for aircrafts and the automotive industry, so I have a really strong background in machining, and yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, I show you guys what I have done here. I set that little dial indicator up just to show you guys. Let's see if it will focus. Yeah, now it does. Yeah, so the bed is pretty crooked, and so the conclusion is it's really coming from the rails and not from the plate or something like that. You know, that it's those V-slot rails which are riding in here. I hope you can see it. It's those wheels which are engaging in that V-slot in here, and yeah, it's pretty bad. That slide is running up and down, and that's giving me really huge first layer issues, and so I really had some problems. So that's why I have torn it apart, and I decided to do something against it. And yeah, so that's what I take you through now. What I will do, I will take that whole slide assembly off, put it over onto the mill, and yeah, we'll have a look how straight it really is, because like that it's just some sort of a hillbilly measurement which we're doing here. What we really want to measure is how straight those V-slots are in the rails, and for that we got to put it over onto the mill. And what we're going to do now, we disassemble the whole slide assembly here. And I already pre-disassembled everything, so you guys don't have to wait that long. So I just loosened those screws here. What I've taken off is already the build plate, which is laying over there. You just screw those wheels off on the bottom, and you pull it away. That's how it works. And once you loosen these screws here, you can just lift the whole slide assembly a little bit, and then there is that idler, which is underneath here where the belt is tensioned around. So you just take that off and you can take the whole build assembly away. But what you need to do is to unplug the limit switch, which is back here, and yeah, then you're pretty good to go. You can take it off like that, and there you have it, the whole slide assembly. Now we're gonna track the error down. So I'll be back in a minute. Yeah guys, I just have taken over the whole slide assembly to the mill. And yeah, just to give you a little walk around how that thing is built. These V-slot rails are pinched with those plastic wheels or rubber wheels, whatever they are, or polycarbonate probably. Yeah, I will pull that stuff apart because the whole assembly is better to measure on the mill when it is totally disassembled. So I will pull away those wheels, and yeah, we'll have a look at it later. Yeah, alright guys, so the first rail is on the mill. So just to show you what I have done, I set this rail up in the mill totally straight in the x-axis, and yeah, so it's not 100% straight. I just show you that because that can give you a little cosine error when you're measuring at that sort of a distance. Yeah, let me just get that camera. So if it will focus. Yeah, now it's focused in. Yeah, it's 3/100ths of a millimeter, which we have. No, actually, it's 2/100ths of a millimeter. But here we are tracing 0.5 millimeters, not 2/100ths. So that's negligible. So what we're gonna do is we set the dial indicator into the V slot. So let me reposition the camera real quick. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we position that in the V slot of the rail. Move that assembly around. It's a little bit of fiddling getting it in here properly, because that rail is pretty narrow. Okay, looks good. Yeah, so you guys cannot see that. I have to move it around a little bit. So the whole assembly. That doesn't seem to work. It's no good. Yeah, just let me lower the z-axis of the mill, so then it will yeah, now it looks pretty straight. Yeah, let's take it from here. And that looks pretty straight. So that's then not the problem. So we gotta go and look somewhere else. Yeah, looks like I found the problem. that's 0.45 millimeter. That's exactly what I was getting on my slide, and yeah, that's what's causing me the first layer issues. So guys, we tracked it down to a bad rail, so which is actually bent. So what I'm gonna do with that? Yeah, I contacted CREALITY about that. I didn't have the measurements right now, but yeah, now I can confront them with the truth. So what I'm gonna do now, I just measured it on top of the rail to show you guys what's going on. What I'm gonna do, I will double check it in the V slot in here, but probably I will do that off camera. Just let's do it with you guys together, because it will be fun to verify the results together. It's a little bit tricky to get the feeler gauge, well, not the feeler gauge, the dial indicator in that slot here. Yeah, just recalibrate it to 0 again. Okay, let's try that. Wow, didn't expect that to be that much off. So yeah, the guys which have a little bit of an engineering background, they maybe wonder why I just clamped it in that one place, and that's because if I pinch it down, yeah, that will be then the problem, that it will be pinched down. So actually the measurement will change, because and the thing is, I pinched it down here because exactly where that clamp is the screw hole where it is screwed down. So yeah, good that I found the error. So now I gotta find a solution for it. I keep you updated. I'll probably make a new video once I get the problem solved. I mean, what I first thought, I have more of this 2020 extrusion at home, but this is just regular T-slot rail. I thought, yeah, just machine a V-notch in here and make myself a new one. But hey, I just bought a new printer, so which I paid like, I don't know, $500-600 for it. So am I really the guy which needs to fix this? It's up to you to decide that. Hey guys, I just want to give you some closing comments and thoughts about this printer. Yeah, and about bed leveling I want to talk as well, because well, as you know, I work on CNC machines, which are probably on the upper side of the scale. It's industrial grade, and yeah, they cost like $1 million or up. We have machines which cost $2 million, and you know, the thing is, I never seen bed leveling on those kind of machines, you know. It's, you know, with these 3D printers, okay, I'm pretty new to this stuff, you know, it's my first printer which I got here, but yeah, when I look at it, you know, that bed leveling thing is just a fix around to work around bad tolerances, really, and bad executed jobs, you know. If they would have a guy at the factory just putting a dial indicator on this gantry and just let the y-axis run back and forth, he would have noticed it, you know. And I think, you know, how much work is it to do that? I mean, it's probably a 30 seconds job, or probably a minute. And that would have helped avoid all these problems, you know. And yeah, I mean, the closing comment on that printer is, should you really buy that kind of printer, you know? It's a gamble, you know, because the company where I buy my filament from, they have one as well, and theirs seem to be straight, you know. But the thing is, you know, if you don't got the possibility like I, with a mill, with dial indicators and everything, you know, to check that stuff, you just probably would have given up fighting that problem and searching the internet for solutions with bed leveling and buying new sensors and everything, you know, and you probably would have ended up chasing your tail, you know. I mean, I personally really needed a printer which has that kind of build volume, you know, because I print these gun stocks. Well, actually it should be a gun stock somewhere, but yeah, I need the build height, you know, otherwise I would have probably just bought the Prusa because they're known to work. And yeah, well, I mean, I'm really interested to see how CREALITY handles that problem now, and in which time amount. I mean, I will, after I uploaded that video, I will probably just shoot them an email with that findings, and yeah, wait how fast they can get back to me. And I mean, my hope is that they ship me a rail pretty quick so I can start printing my stuff again. Would be awesome. Yeah guys, I keep you informed, and I will do a second video, a follow-up, as soon as I get the printer back and running.